Before the sun fully awakens, there is a moment when the world seems suspended. The air is cold, the light is timid, and the first sound that breaks the stillness is the song of a bird. There is no warning, no spectacle. Just the beginning, discreet and perfect, of yet another cycle. Birds are the first to respond to the light. Their rhythms follow the sundial, an invisible compass that regulates the awakening of the forest. In every biome on Earth, birds are the visible breath of the landscape. They translate the climate, the food, the time of rain and drought. Where there are wings, there is adaptation, and each flight tells the story of an environment. In Brazil, more than 1,900 species of birds live among forests, fields, and mountains. Each one carries within it a response. To light, to rain, to wind, to absence. And together, they build the balance of the air. In the rainforest, life never sleeps. Here, the air is thick and time is measured in pulses, of wings, of leaves, of breath. Every corner competes with the other, and yet they all fit together as if the forest breathed in chorus. Among these voices, the hummingbird is the smallest and the most tireless. Its heart can beat more than 1,000 times per minute, and its wings describe an invisible figure 8, a flight that allows it to hover, retreat, and advance as if time obeyed it. The hummingbird, light as a shadow of light, is a tireless traveler. Its wings move too fast for the eye to see, but its flight reveals the precision that only survival teaches. Each flower is a map, each drop of nectar a destiny. Its feathers, iridescent like liquid metal, reflect the sun in colors that don't exist in the shade. The hummingbird is the smallest bird in the world capable of hovering in the air. Its wings beat up to 80 times per second, and its heart can exceed 1,000 beats per minute during flight. A tiny body sustaining impossible energy. as it moves from flower to flower. The toucan observes from above. Its beak, though it appears heavy, is hollow, a lightweight structure made of keratin and air, perfect for reaching fruits and dispersing seeds. The toucan observes from above, master of an invisible territory. Its song does not seek an audience. It only announces its presence. In the heart of the forest, color is language, and silence also speaks. The toucan, with its enormous and lightweight beak, is an essential element in the reproduction of the forest. By feeding on fruits and dispersing seeds over long distances, it helps regenerate entire areas. Its seemingly simple flight is, in fact, the invisible engine of the forest itself. By eating and dispersing fruit, it helps the forest to regenerate. Where it lives, trees are regenerating, and where its voice is silenced, the forest tends towards emptiness. Besides regenerating the forest, its beauty feasts our eyes even in a simple moment. Always vigilant, it returns to its mission. In the forest, nothing flies in a straight line. Every detour is a lesson, and the sky, always fragmented by leaves, teaches that even the freest flight needs limits. As the light advances, other biomes awaken. The song changes, the air changes, and with it, the way of flying. The tundra is the limit of survival, a land where cold is not a season, but a constant presence. Here, the soil remains frozen most of the year. Life must wait and learn to exist between pauses. Beneath the ice, lichens and mosses grow slowly, forming the base of an invisible chain. The tundra is a desert of cold and light, where every breath of wind seems to echo time itself. Beneath this frozen soil, called permafrost, lie centuries of history, roots, bones, and secrets preserved by cold and time. Temperatures can drop below minus 50 degrees Celsius, and still life persists. Reindeer, wolves, and owls move through the vast silence, guided by unseen cycles of light and shadow. When the sun returns after months of darkness, it does not rise. It awakens the entire horizon, turning white into gold and cold into radiance. In this theater of extremes, some of the planet's most remarkable birds find refuge, creatures adapted not only to the cold, but to time itself, slow, patient, and eternal, like the North. The Arctic raven is one of the few birds that remain here all year. While others migrate, it stays, learning to survive where food is scarce and cold reigns. Its black feathers absorb the warmth of the rare sun rays. Intelligent and adaptable, it remembers places of food and shelter, returning with precision. Across the white vastness, its flight becomes a signature, a dark line drawn across the horizon. The raven is the tundra's observer, a silent witness to a motionless world. The Arctic raven is more than a survivor. It is a strategist of the frozen lands. It learns by watching, remembers roots, associates sounds and symbols, and sometimes even cooperates with wolves during hunts. Its plumage, a liquid black, absorbs the faint warmth the sun offers in this desert of ice. There's a quiet intelligence in its heavy flight, as if the wind itself whispered ancient secrets of the tundra. When the cold deepens, the birds of the tundra become travelers. The snowy owl is the silent guardian of the tundra, a white ghost rising where wind and ice become one. Its feathers, dense and soft, cover even its feet. A rare adaptation among raptors that allows it to endure temperatures below minus 40 degrees Celsius. Each fiber of its plumage is both shield and mirror, repelling cold and reflecting the diffuse light of snow, blending perfectly with the frozen horizon. When it lands, it vanishes, swallowed by the Arctic itself, as if the land reclaims one of its own. Unlike most owls, it hunts in full daylight. Here, the sun may shine for weeks without setting, and the owl has learned to see both beauty and opportunity in endless light. Its golden eyes detect the faintest tremor beneath the snow, the subtle pulse of life hidden under layers of frost. With a silent glide, it descends like a pale arrow, fulfilling the fragile balance of the Arctic cycle, predator and prey as one. It feeds mostly on lemmings, yet when they grow scarce, the owl ventures hundreds of kilometers in search of new hunting grounds. Some have been seen crossing frozen seas, guided only by instinct and the whisper of polar winds. In summer, it nests directly on the ground. A simple depression in the tundra, where the female lays between 3 and 11 eggs, depending on the abundance of prey. When food is plentiful, the tundra seems to breathe with life. More chicks, more wings, more sky. But when the heavy winter returns, she remains still, patient, unyielding, serene. The snowy owl does not fear silence. It is silence, a presence that embodies the rhythm of the land, slow, precise, eternal. Even here, where the land seems dead, there is movement. Small birds search for seeds, sleeping insects, fragments of moss. Each morsel found is a triumph. In the short summer, ice melts and reveals fields of tiny flowers. An ephemeral paradise. That is when the tundra sings and life bursts into color before fading back to white. The tundra may seem empty, yet it holds the Earth's heartbeat. A biome that teaches patience, balance, and endurance, where every bird is a witness to life's persistence. The Australian outback is the arid heart of a continent. A vast land where time moves with mineral slowness. By day, temperatures soar beyond 104 degrees Fahrenheit. By night, the cold restores balance. The landscape seems empty, yet hides a web of perfectly adapted life. Beneath the earth, roots and insects form a subterranean network of endurance. The soil, rich in iron, gives the desert its deep red hue, a pigment of time itself. Here, rain is both an event and a memory. Every drop is celebrated, winds sculpt dunes and expose fossils of an ancient sea. Plants like spinifex and mulga thrive where almost nothing else will. The outback is expanding silence, a natural laboratory of survival. It keeps ancestral stories written in rock art and animal tracks. And within its heat and vastness, life beats with poetic defiance. Across the red skies of the outback, a cry cuts through the dry silence. The call of the cockatoo. Its white feathers shimmer beneath the sun like moving dusts of light. It thrives where heat is relentless and water is a rare miracle. With its curved, powerful beak, it breaks hard seeds and dry fruits. Mastering what the desert provides. Social and intelligent, it lives in loud, energetic flocks that color the silence with motion. Together, the cockatoos make the air vibrate. As if the desert itself breathed in chorus. During droughts, they travel long distances in search of hidden creeks and stone wells. They can recognize the sound of distant rain. Storing the promise of water in memory. Their crests rise like living crowns. Signs of curiosity, fear, or excitement. The cockatoo is a messenger and guardian of the desert, carrying the echo of endurance in its song. Even in the most arid hours, it celebrates life. Noisy, radiant, and untamed. Amid fire and dust, it remains the laughing wing of the outback. The peregrine falcon is the supreme hunter of the Australian sky. Reaching speeds over 240 miles per hour, it is the fastest creature on Earth. It nests on cliffs, rock towers, and even abandoned human structures scattered across the desert. Its flight blends calculation, power, and instinct, a dance of lethal precision. Each dive is a decision among 1,000 possibilities of wind. Its long, tapered wings cut air resistance and grant unmatched control in descent. It preys on pigeons, budgerigars, and small birds, caught mid-air with astonishing accuracy. Its vision is 8 times sharper than a human's. Perceiving motion from 2 kilometers away. During courtship, pairs perform synchronized flights, giving rhythm to the sky itself. For Aboriginal peoples, it was the messenger of fire and the spirit of air. A symbol of mastery and motion, the falcon is the heartbeat of the heavens. When it vanishes into the horizon, the outback silence deepens. The outback is not empty. It is the space between Earth's heartbeats. A land of extremes where life has learned to be patient and precise. Silence becomes language and wind becomes memory. Here, every shape carries the mark of time and endurance. The desert teaches balance, courage, and simplicity. Through their flight, birds connect sky to ground, present to eternal. The outback is more than a place, it is proof of life's persistence. In every red grain lies the echo of an ancient story. In every shadow, the trace of a wing. And when the sun returns, the desert breathes again. Between heat and stillness, life finds its purest form. The arid heart of Australia keeps beating quietly. The mangrove is one of the planet's most resilient ecosystems. Forming where fresh water meets the sea. Its twisted roots create a living fortress. Shielding coastlines from storms and erosion. The tides set the rhythm here, rising and falling like a slow ancient breath. Every inch of mud is rich, hiding nutrients and microorganisms that support the entire food chain. In the mangrove, even the smallest creature matters for the equilibrium of the ecosystem. The light traverses through the roots and shines upon the calm waters of the mangrove, bringing life. Allies against climate change. Migratory birds use these wetlands as natural airports during long journeys that span hundreds of miles. At sunrise, water and sky merge into a surreal gradient of light. Despite its rugged appearance, the mangrove is fragile. Alter the water flow, and the balance collapses. Its trees filter salt with remarkable biological precision. For many coastal communities, mangroves are culture, protection, and livelihood. This is a biome of contrasts. Where life emerges from mud and beauty hides in quiet stillness. Here, we witness species that evolved to thrive between tides, roots, and secrets. The flamingo, with its tall legs and pink plumage, looks like a brush stroke of color against the mangrove's gray palette. It feeds by filtering tiny crustaceans and algae from shallow, brackish water. These microscopic pigments paint its feathers pink, turning chemistry into beauty. In groups, flamingos move as if performing a slow ceremonial dance. They prefer shallow areas where low tide exposes nutrient-rich mudflats. Their bent beak is an evolutionary masterpiece of filtration. With precise movements, they extract microscopic particles from the water . At dusk, the flock's soft calls drift across the mangrove like distant singing. Despite their delicate appearance, flamingos are hardy travelers capable of migration spanning hundreds of miles. Their flights connect wetlands across entire regions. Amid the roots of the mangrove, the flamingo becomes a symbol of grace, shaped by survival. Its presence turns the landscape into a living painting. The great egret is one of the mangrove's most elegant hunters. Its slender legs allow it to walk silently across soft mud. Its sharp eyes detect even the slightest motion beneath the surface. With a lightning-fast strike, its bill pierces the water like a spear. This hunting method requires immense patience. A skill the egret has perfected. It can remain completely still for long minutes, vanishing into the scenery. Its white feathers reflect the sunrise, turning it into a glowing beacon. Egrets usually hunt alone to minimize competition. When it opens its wings, its wingspan is surprisingly large for such a light bird. It relies on the mangrove's salinity balance to find ideal prey. Its presence signals a thriving ecosystem. In the quiet of the mangrove, the egret embodies the poetry of precision. The mangrove reminds us that life thrives at the edges. Here, birds like flamingos and egrets find everything they need. This ecosystem is a bridge between fresh water and salt, land and sea. Protecting mangroves means honoring the memory of ancient tides. It ensures that these birds continue painting the horizon with movement and color. Every sunrise brings a quiet rebirth to the mangrove. And we, as observers, witness its delicate blend of strength and beauty. The Asian steppe stretches like an ocean of grass, its waves bent by unceasing wind. At dawn, low light gilds the blades and turns the plain into a trembling plate of metal. Temperatures swing from bitter winters to scorching summers, shaping every living rhythm. Water arrives in patches, ephemeral lakes that appear and vanish with the seasons. The soil keeps memory in roots and in the tracks of migrating herds. Small rodents and insects power a food web that supports raptors and nomadic grazers. Grasses such as feathergrass and fescue form the backbone of these open ecosystems. Winds carve the horizon and carry the scent of distant rain across thousands of miles. Life here is a choreography of scarcity and abundance across wide distances. At certain times, the steppe erupts into motion. mass migrations, bursts of breeding, seasonal blooms. Nomadic cultures have read the landscape for generations, moving with weather windows and pasture pulses. The plain is a place of economy and endurance where every drop of moisture matters. In its vastness, the steppe teaches scale, lives negotiated across hundreds of miles in brief seasons. The demoiselle crane is an elegant steppe nomad. Slim, precise, and full of motion, it travels in fluid formations that rend the sky and turn long distances into pure choreography. On the ground, its steps are light, almost dance-like, as it probes for seeds and shoots. During rains, flocks concentrate at ephemeral lakes and wetlands that appear across the plain. Migrations can span hundreds of miles along routes remembered by generations of birds. In the breeding season, they perform group dances, leaps, wing claps, and resonant calls. Nests are simple scrapes hidden within dense tussocks of grass for camouflage. Diet shifts seasonally, seeds, insects, and small vertebrates exploited when available. They are long-winged birds with rapid wing beats and efficient gliding between thermals. V formations and mass departures captures both choreography and energy. At dusk, lengthening shadows intensify the cinematic profile of the flocks. Their long neck and slender profile make them striking silhouettes against open sky. The demoiselle crane serves as a living indicator of the steppe's hydrological pulses. The steppe eagle patrols thermal highways. Sweeping the plains in search of opportunity. Its flight blends prolonged gliding with sudden stoops when prey is detected. It favors open country and uses posts, ridges, and rock outcrops as high vantage points. Diet includes rodents, carrion, and opportunistic prey. A versatile top predator, its eyes are adapted to detect small motions across great distances over the grassland. Broad wings permit long territorial patrols with efficient energy use. During breeding, they defend territories and build substantial nests on elevated sites. Brown plumage and broad wingspan give them an imposing silhouette against the sky. From the ground, their shadow foreshadows an aerial strike. From above, they survey ecosystems. Population health tracks prey availability and pasture condition across thousands of miles. The steppe eagle is a keystone aerial hunter that helps regulate the open plain. The Asian steppe moves like a restless sea of grass shaped by unending wind. Summers climb past 100 degrees Fahrenheit, while winters plunge below freezing, sculpting every survival strategy. Water appears in fleeting pools, yet each one sparks sudden bursts of life. Deep roots anchor memories of drought, fire, and ancient migrations. Migrating flocks carve living routes across hundreds of miles of open land. Small rodents and insects form the engine that powers the steppe's food web. Life here oscillates between scarcity and abundance in sharp seasonal pulses. Dust storms roll for miles, rewriting the horizon with every gust. The vast plain teaches scale measured not in feet, but in patience and distance. Nomadic peoples follow weather windows the way birds follow thermals. Every shadow cast on the grassland becomes a fleeting story written in motion. The steppe endures, a living system built on wind, endurance, and open sky.